Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, 100% Pure Elvis. Thank you all for taking the time out to return to my channel today, and as always I hope this all finds you well. And to all of the new subscribers who have joined the 100% Pure Elvis channel recently, thank you all so much for joining the channel. But if you haven't as yet joined the 100% Pure Elvis channel, please hit that subscribe button, join the channel, and welcome to the 100% Pure Elvis family. I'm getting closer and closer to that magic 2,000 subscribers mark. I would love to reach that by the time of this channel's second anniversary, which is in June. So I'm looking at reaching 2,000 subscribers by June, or more than 2,000. Let's push that, push on together, and let's aim for that. The album that I want to share with you all today is an album that I have showcased already on my channel, but I wanted to refocus on it today because I've been listening to it at home and I really enjoy this release. It is a German import from 1983, the complete bonus songs. It's a 2 LP edition. It's a great image of Elvis on the front cover there from 1956. You've got the 1970s Elvis font. You've got its original hype sticker where it says Conifer Import, the RCA label, top right with a 2 LP, and you've got selected tracks here where it says Guitar Man, Never Ending, Blue River, Big Boss Man, It's a Long Lonely Highway, and many others. Now on the back you've got the track listing across the 2 sets of LPs, and at the bottom you have 5 further Elvis Presley album releases that you could purchase at that time with their catalog numbers underneath. So if you would like to pause this upload so you can get a look at the catalog numbers, you are more than welcome to do so. And then obviously pull it out, you've got your track listing. You wait until you hear the track listing, it's superb. On the left hand side of the gatefold it is all in German. On the right it is in English. And what I love about this set is it gives you information about each and every song that is included on this 2 LP set. And that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to talk about the track listing across the 2, but then I will go on to what it says about each song, if you don't mind. So the track listing on this, the complete bonus songs, we have LP1, I Slipped, I Stumbled, I Fell, Love Me Tonight, Slowly But Surely, Echoes of Love, It's a Long Lonely Highway, You'll Be Gone, Animal Instinct, Wisdom of the Ages, Sandcastles, Tomorrow Is a Long Time, Down in the Alley, I'll Remember You, It Won't Be Long. That is such superb track listing on LP1. LP2, Never Ending, Blue River, What Now, What Next, Where To, Guitar Man, How Can You Lose What You Never Had, Big Boss Man, Singing 3, Just Call Me Lonesome, 5 Sleepy Heads, Western Union, Mine, Going Home, Suppose. Isn't that superb? It's such a superb set. And it comes on the blue RCA International label. So that is LP1. And let me get LP2 out. This was an eBay purchase. It cost me £25, LP2. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about each song individually. Now, as you can imagine, I'm going to go from the right-hand side, which is in English. I am going to have to put the gatefold down, if you don't mind, so I can read it clearly for you. So I'm sorry that I'm not looking at the screen all the time. So I'm going to be reading as well as talking to you as well. So we're going to start with I Slipped, I Stumbled, I Fell. So it says, an extra as an addition to the bonus songs. In July 61, the LP Something for Everybody was released. It was meant to include the song I Feel So Bad, but this song was released at short notice as a single. It was replaced by I Slipped from the film Wild in the Country, a soundtrack title on a studio LP. It originated from the recording session from the before mentioned film on November 7th, 1960 in Radio Recorder's studio in Hollywood. We're now going on to Love Me Tonight, the first bonus song for the film LP Finn in Acapulco, a fine ballad of the composer Don Robertson, who has written several good slow songs for Elvis. End of May 63, RCA made reservations for Elvis for the well-known Studio B in Nashville. It was intended to record sufficient new songs for a new album which was never released. Thus, this recording session turned out to become a bonus song session. 14 songs were recorded within 2 days. 8 of them were released later as bonus songs. We are now going on to Slowly But Surely. Recorded on May 27th, 1963 at the above mentioned session, this song was in a way still a film song because it was used in Tickle Me, made in 1964, which featured only songs from older repertoire of Elvis. The Acapulco LP was released in November 63 and climbed to number 3 on the LP charts. We're now going on to Echoes of Love, the first of the 2 bonus songs of the film Kissing Cousins. It was released in April 1964 and made number 6 in the USA hit list. It was recorded on May 26, 1963. Again, a fantastic ballad in an unusual performance on the vibraphone was Boots Randolph. We're now going on to Long Lonely Highway, the second and last title from the collection, which could be seen in the film Tickle Me, a composition of Doc Pomus and Mort Schumann, who have written many big hits for Elvis. It appeared on a single as a B-side of I'm Yours, which was released in August 65. The A-side made number 11 in the Billboard charts. It also originated from the bonus session May 63. We're now going on to You'll Be Gone. The soundtrack LP Girl Happy provided us with only this one bonus song. It was released in April 65 and made number 8. 2 months earlier, it had already been on a single as a B-side of Do the Clam. It made number 21. This song was created as a teamwork composition involved where Elvis's buddy and bodyguard Red West and Charlie Hodge, whom Elvis got to know on his trip to Germany while doing his military stints there. He later asked Charlie to stay with him. The third one involved was Elvis himself. A tremendous song with a Spanish touch. Recording date was March 18th, 1962, when the greater part of the tracks for the LP Potluck was recorded. We're now going on to Animal Instinct, one of the 2 bonus songs for the film Harum Scarum, also called Harum Holiday. This one and the next title were recorded for the film. They were filmed too, but cut out in nearly all countries. Since without these songs, there wouldn't have been enough songs left for an LP. They were used as bonus songs. The recordings were made in February 65 in Nashville. We're now going on to Wisdom of the Ages. All facts for this one see above. The soundtrack LP reached number 8 in USA, number 10 in the UK. These high ratings were rather surprising, for it is known that it was not his best film. Paradoxically, Elvis received for this picture the gigantic sum of $1 million plus 50% of the profits. We're now going on to Sandcastles, the one and only song from the LP Paradise Hawaiian Style. Recording date for the music is August 2nd, 1965. 2 days later, Elvis sang onto the ready cut tapes, a method which has become commonplace since the recordings of Viva Las Vegas, July 63. The song was meant for the before mentioned film, but never used. The soundtrack was released in July 66 and went up to number 15. We're now looking at Tomorrow is a Long Time. The first of the three bonus songs for the soundtrack LP California Holiday, US title Spin Out. It was released in November 66 and reached number 18. Recording date was May 26, 1966. For the first time in 28 months, Elvis produced something other than film songs. How come? Felton Jarvis became his new producer at this session, which yielded 18 songs. He pushed Elvis back to more studio work and to other trends. Elvis sings Bob Dylan. We're now going on to Down in the Alley, a strong blues song by Elvis, written in 1953 by Jesse Stone and the Clovers. The recording originated directly from the above song. Simultaneously, his second gospel LP was released at this session, How Great Thou Art, for which Elvis received his only Grammy. This award could be compared to the Oscar for films. It made a new beginning. We're now going on to I'll Remember You. The song is known through Elvis's appearance in Aloha from Hawaii on January 14th, 1973. There, he devoted it to the composer, the Hawaiian, I can't pronounce the name, Kakuaki Lee, who also the initiator for the foundation of a cancer fund for which this concert was staged. Elvis was asked to donate the takings. $25,000 were expected. Elvis and his manager increased the amount to $75,000 for the beneficial purpose. The studio version was recorded on June 10th, 1966 in Nashville. We're now going on to It Won't Be Long. The writers were Ben Wiseman and Sid Wayne, who wrote mostly film songs. The song is the first bonus song from the film LP Double Trouble, which contained 4 bonus songs altogether. These were recorded together with the film songs in July 66 in Hollywood. The original LP was released in June 67 and made number 47. We're now going on to Never Ending. The recording was made on May 26, 1963 and released in July 64 as a B-side of Such a Night. The single climbed to number 16 in the hit parade, an arrangement with a Spanish touch. On guitars, Grady Martin and Jerry Kennedy. Elvis comes close here to his super songs Suspicion and Fountain of Love from one of his best LPs, Pot Luck. We're now going on to Blue River. Recording date was May 27th, 1963. Composer was a singer, Paul Evans. The song was available in USA as a B-side of the single Tell Me Why from December 65 onwards. The highest chart position was number 35 for the A-side and number 95 for the B-side. In Germany, it was released as an A-side with a flip side, You'll Be Gone. In England, Blue River climbed to number 22. We're now going on to What Now, What Next, Where To. Don Robertson wrote this soft rock song. The fantastic Jordanaires support professionally the singing of Elvis. Dominating is the typical piano of Floyd Kramer, who adapted his style from Don and had it perfected. The recording was made during the bonus session on May 26, 1963. We're now going on to a Guitar Man. The title was so good that RCA for the first time used a bonus song as a first track on the LP. This LP was a soundtrack for Clambake, released in November 67. Its highest chart position was number 40, a composition of Jerry Hubbard, who as RCA singer and guitar player worked under the name of Jerry Reed. He plays guitar on this track. It appeared on the market in January 68 as a single and made number 43 in the USA and number 19 in the United Kingdom. We're now going on to How Can You Lose What You Never Had? The original poster of Clambake announced 8 songs, but this song had been omitted. Maybe one day we can enjoy all cut out film songs together in a new film. This song was recorded on February 21st, 1967 in Nashville. We're now going on to Big Boss Man. The recording date is September 10th, 1967. On the mouth organ, Charlie McCoy, one of the most sought after studio musicians. According to the positions in the hit parade, it was the most successful song of our bonus collection. The single was released in September 67 with the B-side, You Don't Know Me. Both titles gained a place for themselves. Number 38 and number 44 were reached. It was an R&B title by Luther Dixon. We're now going on to Singing Tree. Elvis with a country song. The way Elvis presented these songs makes one wonder why he didn't record many more of them. But as a matter of fact, he was at home with all kinds of music. Again, one has to praise the Jordanaires, enhanced by the female voice of Millie Kirkham, who had already worked for Elvis in the 50s. The recording was made on September 12th, 1967 at a 3-day session in Nashville. We're now going on to Just Call Me Lonesome. Just Call Me Lonesome is one of my personal favourites and one of my mum's personal favourites. So it says, another first-class country song from the before mentioned session. RCA artist Eddie Arnold had a number 2 hit with this title in the country charts. Eddie supplied the country hit parade with 15 number 1 hits and had 87 titles in it. With that, he is indisputably top. Eddie and Elvis knew each other well. Until 1953, Eddie's manager had been a certain Colonel Tom Parker. Pete Drake is on steel guitar. We're going on to 5 Sleepyheads. Speedway was the latest LP for a picture. In June 67, Elvis recorded 8 songs for it, 2 of which were omitted. One of them was this title. The bonus songs for this LP were far better than the more important film songs, which were placed lowest of all regular releases. The LP reached only number 82 and stayed 13 weeks in the charts. Next, Western Union. Again, a title from the bonus session in 63. It finally appeared on the Speedway LP in June 68. Thus, of all the songs on this 2 LP set, this one remained the longest in the archives. On the left channel, you can hear the saxophone of Boots Randolph. Next, we're going on to Mine. The composers, Sid Tepper and Roy C. Bennett, have written many songs for Elvis and other singers. They were fond of creating unusual, dramatic ballad like Lonesome Cowboy and New Orleans, or witty lyrics like GI Blues and The Walls Have Ears, but with melodious titles like mine, they are unsurpassed. Recording date was on November 9th, 1967. We're going on to Going Home. The 26th film of Elvis was called Stay Away Joe. The music recordings took place on October 2nd, 1967, again in Nashville. The song 2 was not used in the final picture. It was a funny movie with little music. Therefore, it seems strange that songs were cut out of it. And then finally, we're going on to Suppose. Elvis recorded this song twice. The first time on March 20th, 1967, at a studio session in Nashville, which produced only this song. The version was never released. The sound recordings for Speedway were produced by the filmmakers MGM in June 67 in Hollywood. In May 68, RCA received the final tapes. Again, this song was not shown in the final picture. Suppose is a sad song, but a love song. Never had Elvis sung such poetic words before. A worthy conclusion for one of the finest LPs ever released by Elvis. Thank you, Elvis. So that is all the information that is inside this 2LP release, a German pressing of the complete bonus songs. And again, that is why I really wanted to do a thorough review of this album today. So again, the catalogue number is NL45180, and Discogs, eBay, you are looking at around 25, 30, 35, 40 pound plus for this. So again, you will not be disappointed. I think it's such a strong track listing of bonus songs throughout Elvis Presley's career. And again, great information inside, which I have just read out to you. But again, you know, for me, this is a must-have for any avid Elvis collector. So again, I just want to say thank you for taking the time out to watch this upload today, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And again, if you are watching this channel and have enjoyed this upload, but you haven't subscribed as yet, please hit that subscribe button. It helps make my channel grow. And also, anything you want me to review, any uploads you want me to do on Elvis, please don't forget to ask in the comments below, and I'll get them reviews done as quickly as I possibly can. I always sign out by saying, please keep Elvis close to your hearts. Please keep on playing his music. Lots of love, everybody. And also, follow me over on TikTok, 100 Pure Elvis. It'll be good to see you all there. Until we speak again, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.